We'll see if we can see Chet now. Today is my last hurrah for the fucking bullshit motherfucker that is this Streamlabs app and Twitch app, and nothing seems to work well at all. And when I mean work well, I mean basic functionality. Like, good God. Trying to get the Streamlabs mobile app to work, I'd rather pull out my own hair. And the Twitch app doesn't do jack shit. It's the most basic of basic bitches. And if I want to stream to Twitch and YouTube, I have to use the Streamlabs app. Because obviously the Twitch app doesn't use my... oh, I put my shirt on inside. There we go. Had to fix that. There, that's on this. Yeah, perfect. Alright. So, my tiny hotel. I love this place. I slept so well here. There's no one here to bug me. I got a small room and a comfy bed. That's much more my style. Like some of these hotels I stay at, the rooms are gigantic. I don't like that. Give me something small. Small and cozy. Instead of huge and wasteful. I mean, I live in an RV, right? Like full-time year-round in the snow in an RV. Right? Where did I put my... Oh yeah, it's behind me. Alright, let's move you down here. Have to pack up. Woo! Can you go here? Alright. And switch. Over there. Yeah. Okay. I am not wearing my overalls today. Time to pack up this shit. Now, this is the setup that I want to put up in the truck. I got a webcam. What I need, I have the seat. Yeah, see, what I need is my fucking meds. I think I've forgotten twice this morning already. So, come here, Mr. Juice Box. Could be. Let's present Final Fantasy stickers. Love this shit. Okay. Protect the stickers. Give you guys a little behind the scenes, I guess. Except for this. I know I had a good sleep because my nose won't stop running. Actually, no, that has nothing to do with it. The reason why my nose won't stop running is because of the goddamn smoke. Everything's on fire. And last night, there was more smoke in the streetlights than there was in a fucking horror movie. It was there was a mood outside last night. Yes. Alright, there's that. But see, like I have this USB-C port on my laptop, and I want to put it to use to get like a USB-C monitor. So I have a display that I can mount somewhere so I can see chat and monitor the stream. And then just leave the computer to do computer things. Come on, move over there. Right? And the fun thing is it all has to fit in this satchel. So, while I would love to have a headset or some better audio, you might have to sacrifice the audio to just the truck's Bluetooth. But yeah, this little room here, don't get me wrong, it's little. Give you guys a quick tour while I get my shit on. Wide. There we go. So there's my queen size. I'm gonna put this back. I use this chair to put my fan on because the little table's just barely big enough for my CPAP. And my TV and work area. Right? Coffee maker, microwave, fridge, luggage rack, closet, air conditioner. One of these little tiny windows. Not exactly a great view, but it's there. And then a nice basic bathroom. Right? And all the wood paneling you could possibly want. Yes. Now, where am I here? We'll switch to, what's the telephoto look like? Photo zoomed in, right? Yeah, so I don't want that. Alright. Now I can't see chat, so you have to bear with. No, I've already paid, I've already got my receipt. I think. That was my capital cab. Don't want that. This is Woseley Hotel. There it is. Like, I'm pretty sure I got a receipt for the pizza, right? A1 pizza. There we go. My memory is what it used to be. I think I've overused my memory, and now it just doesn't recall things like it used to. But they also say use it or lose it. Alright. Now that pizza last night was very, very good. Okay, so I got my lighter, I got my sunglasses. I got some light in here. And then the rest of it could go in my lunch kit, so I can carry it all. That goes up in there. My other phone is in the truck. I need the bathroom again. Alright. Oh, fuck, I hate that. I could gag on everything. Fucking hate it. Ugh. I got lighter keys. Smoke. This can go here. It's almost 10 a.m. Talk about a late start. But I didn't even wake up till 9. Apparently I needed to fucking sleep. Alright. There we go. So I will put this down here for a second. Back to there. Alright. Just lock the rotations. Fuck. Another very hot day. Oh. If I got going sooner, I wouldn't have to deal with the heat. Hell yeah. Alright, into the truck we go. At least I have drinks waiting for me in the car. But I'm glad I got a chance to try that A1 pizza last night. That was pretty good. Shout out to A1 Pizza. In Woseley, Saskatchewan. Yeah. Oh, hey. Message didn't go through. Got to work. Give me a truck tour when you got a sec. That I can do. There we are. We should be on the Bluetooth now. Maybe you can hear me okay. It's not much of a truck. This is a 2025 Western Star 49X. The hell is all over my windshield? A really big bug take a pee. So, let's see. I want the ultra wide. There we go. So it is a day cab. I have this gigantic crane on the back. Hey, I got my stuff. I got my 13 speed. I got my 15 liter Detroit right behind there. Right? So, yeah. 2025, yeah, oh, here. Oh, by the way, do you have like 2 chat boxes right now? I heard one of my friends say that there were 2 chat boxes on the screen right now. And I think there are. The one that I want. I do see it. Okay. So I want scenes. This one. Can I select this one? Give me a second. Try that. Zoom. Save. There we are. Where's the other one? Chat. We want this to be big. Show on stream. I can't. Save. Back. Okay. Now. Okay, so that was that one. Okay. I can't scale that one. That sucks. It's impossible to manipulate the scene with the chat box without fucking having it live. You know what I mean? So I'm trying my best here. I want this one to be bigger. No. This one I could scale. I zoomed in on this one. Save. Move this. The interface sucks, Streamlabs. It really does. The scene's interface sucks. Like the touch boxes on these are so small. I can't. All right. And how does that look? Okay, that's smaller. God damn it. Seeds. This seed. Chat. Chat. Why is it so zoom? I'll make it bigger. Save. That's useless. Oh, that zooms in on me. I don't want that. Now it's small. I know. Why? Scene. This scene. Chat. It should be this one, right? Showing on preview, hidden on stream. Showing on stream. Save. Fuck, this interface sucks, man. I don't have a clue how to make it bigger. I don't even know which chat box it is. I was trying to play with this off stream. Okay, so this chat box, if I move, no, that's the alert box. Chat box, where is it? Chat box. checkbox. Okay, there's that one. Where's the other chat? Chat. I'm gonna make this one bigger. Dave, did that do a damn thing? No. Why is it so goddamn small? I don't like this app very much at all. There we are, and we're back. Sorry, I just had to do something on another app for my hours of service. So yeah, I will probably just get the laptop set up right there. So I just gotta figure out how to power it. Oh, apparently I went live again. Okay. Well, we'll see how long this lasts, right? But the good news is right now the air conditioning is working. So, yeah. I'll maybe play with that this afternoon, my laptop, once I get back into Alberta. Alright. Get out of here. Goddamn fly in here now. Alright. Whatever. Brake check. Yeah, everything's attached. My trailers are pretty much empty. I just have a few empty racks on there. So we're only talking like less than 1,000 pounds on the back of the truck. I've got 30 tires to carry 1,000 pounds. Oh, I got going late this morning. I need a beverage. Rocket fuel. Okay, get out of here. It pisses me off. I wish it was colder. Got something sticking into my back. Fuck. What is that? Okay, go away. This fly is gonna piss me off. Thank you for letting me go. I hate merging onto the highway from a stop sign, man. But we're rolling. I need death. I guess I'll be stopping at Moose Jaw for death. Get up to speed here. Come on, truck, zoom, zoom. Yeah, we're flying. It is hot already. It's like 10 o'clock. It's 28 degrees Celsius already. And when we'll be getting back into Alberta, apparently there's a good chance of tornadoes. Fucking weather's been wild for the past like 6 months. Like all the way back to like before New Year's. I have had more wild days than nice days. Wish Mother Nature would just calm the F down. Ugh. Alright. Ooh. Excuse me. I'm a little plucked up. My body didn't particularly like how much smoke I inhaled yesterday. Oh. So yeah, there's that. This fly, get out of here. There you go. I can't believe the fly actually used the open window. Alright. Now, what do you guys say? I can't see it at all now. It's way too small. So, we'll let this ride until Moose Jaw, and then maybe I'll get the laptop set up. Then I can actually use my phone for the chat window. And then I can actually put, my HD camera, like up on the dash or something. Well, my laptop will only last so long on battery. I don't have a way of charging it. I am willing to let the battery die. I should probably have a couple hours of streaming. You're like, can I put it up there? Probably. It'll jiggle though. Maybe I need to get like a GoPro or something. But yeah, I should be able to turn on the battery saver. Maybe get like an hour and a half of streaming before the laptop dies. And then, yeah, if I like the way that setup works, and all I need to do is figure out a way to power the laptop, and we're golden. I know I have a Velcro strap on the seat that I can use to hold the laptop in place. It doesn't go flying out off the seat, crash bag around the inside of the truck. I'm still trying to figure out where the hell I'm going to put the camera. You guys want to see the inside of the truck or going down the road? Ideally, I'd love to have like a picture-in-picture. I haven't been able to figure out how to set up 2 cameras. I bet I can do that. Then I just have to figure out how to power the laptop. Yeah. I mean, I know I have a power cord for it, but I don't have an inverter in the truck or anything like that. I could buy one. I don't need a huge inverter. How many amps do I need? Because what's stupid is I got, like, you know, the truck runs on 12 volt, right? Like almost every other vehicle on the road, except for, you know, old vehicles that run on 6 volt. And we're not counting electric cars that have 2 electric systems. There's a 12 volt system, and then there's like a 300 volt system to run the drivetrain. Is I basically have, like, my power cord plugs into 110 and charges the 12 volt battery that my laptop runs on. And my truck's 12 volt, and my laptop is 12 volt. You think that'd be great, but yeah, no, I need an inverter to change the 12 volt on the truck to 110 so I can plug in the converter that my laptop comes with to put it back to 12 volts. Right, now I'm trying to think how much power my laptop actually consumes. What my what the little power brick, right, how much power that's rated to provide. I don't think it's very much, like 300 watts. Right, so 300 watts at 12 volts is a lot of amps. That must not be it. So 300 watts at 110 volts is about 3 amps. The 3 amps at 110 is 30 amps at 12. So 30 amps. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, sure. At full chop, it would consume 30 amps. So I would need to hook the inverter straight to the batteries because everything else is fused at less than 30 amps, I bet. But the inverter will have its own protection system. Yeah. And then I'll actually have control over my overlay because the Streamlabs mobile overlay thing sucks donkey nuts, and I don't like it. Right? Now, if I was to put the camera inside, where would you guys want it? Can I clip it up there? Or can I clip it that it would stay and be stable? I want to be able to show, you know, me actually driving the truck. But I think over here would be good. Up top, there's my microphone. Oh, my fly didn't end up leaving. Son of a bitch. Now it's just sitting on the windshield. But I'm okay. The air conditioning works for now. So yeah, today's a good day. Absolutely beautiful, clear sky. There's no wind to speak of, which means my tarps are not moving at all. I'm getting great fuel mileage. Woo! And the air conditioner is getting a little cold. I mean, it's not cold, but yeah. It is a beauty day. You know, my friends are going to Banff this weekend. It should be very pretty over there. Camera over here somewhere. Another thing with my camera, like it has a little clip tab. It's not very big. You stay over there, buddy. You're on the road now, buddy. Be careful. Keep mowing the grass. I think it'd be more fun and dynamic if I showed everyone what I was seeing. So if that was the case, where would I put my camera? approaching Indian Head. I just know the pizza I had last night was very good. Too much green pepper for me, but that's just a personal preference. I still like green pepper, but I like it in moderation. It was like a green pepper pizza. At least the smoke is gone. Or at least it's gone enough that it's not burning my eyes anymore. So yeah, I will. I'll get some moose jaw where I'm going to fill my tanks, which will be what, about an hour and a half, and then I'll try a different streaming setup. There's Indian Head. There's the campground. There's the Sunshine Motel. The Dodge dealership. And the hotel. There's a hotel there, eh? No, that's not a hotel. I don't think. Maybe. Kind of looks like one. Yeah, not a whole hell of a lot going on. I've got a spot on my back that's really itchy. road, man, my knees hurt quite a bit. I could probably get my laptop hooked up to the Bluetooth of the truck. That would help. I could use the microphone that's right up here. But right now my biggest issue is I have no way of interacting with you guys. Right? I cannot see the pitiful little chat box on my screen. Man, I am zonked this morning. I had a great sleep. Sorry, I'm not too talkative. People running around. I think I heard something about a long weekend. We just had one, so I don't understand that. Maybe it's just in Manitoba. Ducks. At least I'm not in Manitoba anymore. More ducks. More ducks. There's ducks everywhere. Well, there's also lots of standing water everywhere, so yeah. I gotta put my mind to it. Yeah. If I want to be a streamer again, I gotta put some effort into it. But the biggest issue I have going on upstairs is, you know, I achieved something back during the pandemic. I became a Twitch affiliate, so it allowed me to get paid. And I've been paid many times by Twitch now, which still boggles my mind that I'm able to like play video games and goof around, and Twitch gives me the ability to get paid for it. Now, most of it is subscriptions, and I appreciate every single one of the subscriptions that I get. Ooh, my arms are cold. Ooh. Ooh. But yeah, getting paid to play video games is not something that, you know, people like me ever dreamed of becoming a reality, right? You know, like, you see people playing video games live on Twitch all the time, and they have huge audiences, and they make good money, and YouTubers, Let's Players, right? They've always been I've always been a fan of them. You know, like the bigger ones, I mean, over the years, been quite a bit, like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, Bijou Mike, Yami Mash. I know that's a name that hasn't been used in a long time because of the shit he went through. What other Let's Players have I watched over the years? Oh, it felt good to sleep in this morning. But yeah, so it started with Let's Players. Christ, when did I start watching Markiplier? I think that was like back when he hit like 1 million subs. So it was a long time ago. Like 2010, 2013, somewhere in there. I know he's been on for a long, long time. I remember when Twitch like started up. I can't even remember. When did Twitch start? 2000? No, what is 2004? 2014? That sounds a little more reasonable. But I've never been one to like edit videos, right? I've never been a fan of editing and processing content. I just like being the content. Because when I started watching Let's Players, right, like the editing added a lot of enjoyment from time to time. Like when Markiplier interacts with Lixian, right? Those are happy fun times. And it was really funny, right? When you're streaming, you don't have any editing, right? You have overlays and widgets and things that go bleep and bloop and keep your audience entertained when you're not. But, you know, the primary source of entertainment should always be the content creator. Get off my arm. Oh, nope. Not today. I don't even know where the fuck it went now. Landed on my leg. But yeah. Ouch. When it comes streaming though, right? Like I'm a big fan of a lot of larger streamers. And VTubers as well. Some of you that have watched everything I've done know that I dabbled in VTubing from time to time because, well, I think it's a really cool art form to like live animate an animated character, right? Like, I think the technology is just, the motion capture is amazing. So yeah, for me, it's pretty freaking cool. And so I dabbled with the VTuber not because I wanted anonymity. I'd long past anonymity at that point. I just thought, well, there was one main reason why I wanted anonymity. I didn't want to be on camera like 24/7 because in the summertime, I wanted to, stream without having to wear a shirt. And I'm a big dude, so I'm not like Charlie Cox big, but I'm big enough to. Yeah. But then again, maybe a little bit of meat isn't as offensive as I think as it is. I just, I got a lot of meat, so I know my upper body is probably in the best shape of my life. But yeah, I got a big belly. Yeah, I eat a lot, and yeah, it is what it is, right? I would rather enjoy all sorts of different foods and overindulgence and maybe live a slightly shorter life than eating healthy, watching what I eat. Like, watching what I eat feels like restricting a freedom, right? Like, I am free to eat how much of whatever I want at any time. And I enjoy that freedom. Too much, maybe sometimes, because I'll eat myself until I can't, I even lay down to go to bed because my stomach hurts. I ate way too damn much. Over the last diet, I switched to sugar-free pops and shit. So I like the Zero, like Coke Zero. Dr. Pepper Zero is delicious. And the Gatorade Zero and the sugar-free Monster Energy drinks. They're all very good. So I don't really miss the caloric intake of those things. It didn't really add any enjoyment to me. I don't like sweet things, right? Like, I don't eat chocolate bars, and I don't eat a whole bunch of stuff. Whee! I can't go any faster, buddy. So if you're going to be that far up my ass, you better tell me how my straps are doing. You check my tire pressure while you're riding that close? Tailgaters don't really bother me anymore. I spent so many years on the road that I know that I can't really control anything about what's happening behind me. But I have this van that just pulled out to pass me just now, and he's maybe doing like 1 or 2 kilometers per hour faster than me, like 1 mile per hour, right? So he's still beside me, and he's still beside me. Anytime anyone's beside me, because remember, I got 2 trailers, right? 30 tires. I'm 85 feet long, and he's just dawdling along in the fucking left-hand lane. So I'm just gonna hold my hand, on the horn thing here. fucking pulled out 0.3 seconds ahead of my front bumper. I got a dash cam right there. I got cameras right here mounted on my mirrors, right, to show everything that's going on around the truck. If you really want to do something that's stupid, like, look, I understand if you're governed, right, and you're governed slightly faster than me, right, you're going to have to figure out how to pass people safely. I should have laid on the horn. I gotta teach some of these people a lesson that you can't just like get in the lane ahead of a truck like that's going highway speed, right? And get like that close to their front bumper, right? Like it's a recipe for a bad time. I shouldn't have to help you pass me. No, there are times where, you know, I will have to adjust for what stupid, reckless people are doing, right? For instance, if that guy, you know, wanted to pass me and it was snowing, I really don't want someone beside me when it's like snowing or there's shit all over the road. Because if I don't have like 100%, 110% confidence that I'm going to stay in my lane, right? Then I'll drive beside someone, right? As soon as the road gets icy and it's windy and, you know, there's a chance that my truck could, you know, drift a little bit just because there's so little traction, right? I don't want to drive beside someone. So if someone's taking their sweet time trying to pass me, then I'll slow down. Only because I don't want to drive beside someone. But yeah, next guy that does that is going to get the horn. Because that's bullshit. Almost. I'll figure out where that stupid thing is. That fly. Every once in a while it gets in here and it pisses me off. How hot is it now? Oh, it's cooled down a little bit, 25. Still, absolutely beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky. The fields are bright yellow. Big old double-decker train going by, hauling thousands of sea cans, which is a more common sight than hauling oil or grain like it was when I was a kid. When I was a kid, you didn't get to see sea cans going everywhere. World trade has changed so much in the last 40 years that trains haul sea cans more than they do anything else these days. Oh, and we're at the intersection of Saskatchewan Highway 10 that would go up to Yorkton. So I'm about to stop heading due east, and we got to go around Balgony, and I'm good. I just got that energy drink. I got one more. It's got enough fuel, plenty of fuel and depth to get to Moose Jaw, because we're about an hour away from that. Yeah, when I park at Moose Jaw, I will spend a few minutes setting up. Now, you better skedaddle, buddy. I can't move over. And see if I can kill this fly. Crack sealing tonight. Well, I better put on some pants then. Yeah, don't move over for these guys. The truck behind me moved over so someone can. I'm like, no, these four-wheelers can merge, no problem. They just have to learn to fucking do it. Pedal on the right. Right? My job, whether I'm driving a truck or not, is to make sure there's a gap in front of me. Your job when you're merging is to drive your car into said gap. If you don't do that, no one's going to help you. But people are very nice and very... I almost got it. I almost got it. I got it. Oh. That's gross. There's a horsefly. I need to get rid of this. Yuck. But at least I got the fly. Sorry, that was gross. It was full of blood. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, it's so gross. Ugh. God, gross. No, it wasn't a mosquito. It was like a house fly or a horse fly. A small horse fly. We're approaching the east side of Regina. turn here and go around Emerald Park and White City. And then just as we get to Regina, we're going to make a hard left and go around the bypass on the south side of town. Behind me, there's no one ahead of me. You just gotta merge. And I'm not even doing the speed limit. I'm covered at 103. Boy, is it a nice job when the air conditioning actually works. It's comfortable in here. Alright, now that sign says that it's not a merge. You have your own lane. Alright, so we're about 45 minutes from Moose Jaw now. We're on the bypass. So here goes Wizzy Motorcycle Man. It was a nice day for a motorcycle ride, though. He just got passed by a couple ugly feet. I really want a shower. That'd be nice. Yeah, I had the opportunity to have a shower, but I woke up really fucking late. That I needed to catch up on my sleep. I slept for about 9.5 hours. It was great. I woke up around 6, went back to sleep, and all of a sudden it was 4 to 9. So yeah, I slept in quite a bit this morning. Oh. But yeah, thinking back on the live streamers that I've enjoyed over the years, right? Like, I remember during the pandemic, I had a few people stop by. One when I was playing Lord of the Rings online. I had a guy named Mueller Yogurts or Mueller Yogurts stop by, and now he's rebranded to Mueller, and he streams almost every day. He's got a large community revolving around games like Rust, and he's trying to break out of Rust, but he's found that he's not a variety streamer yet. He could be. He just needs to stop worrying about the analytics so much and just change games. So yeah, play what you want to play. Right? I mean, you've had your success. If you want to build on it, then, you know, like I realized when I was streaming ATS, right, that I know there's a large number of people that like watching people play ATS, but it's also a small niche community. So I'll never be like a big, like Final Fantasy streamer, for instance, right? Now, that's my current goal on Twitch, I like playing Final Fantasy. I play it all the time. Final Fantasy 14 is my jam. I play it with my wife. So yeah, getting a community of Final Fantasy 14 people is a much bigger project than getting a community in ATS. That seemed fairly easy. All I had to do was say, yeah, I'm a truck driver in real life. It's not like a real class 1 CDL holder type thing, but you know, I drove tow truck at the time. So I had a commercial truck that I drove. Now I have no desire to play ATS, as I was telling Zaddy yesterday, right? Because, well, I do it in real life all the time, so it's not the same. Especially since I can't really set up a sim rig in the RV that we live in now. I'm just looking around for stuff that I could like clip the camera to. How is that? Trying to head up back. I remember I had a suction cup that I put on the back window a long time ago. I mounted my phone back there. Not really much to. There is this. I can clip it around that. That may work fairly well. Was that Western? Falcon. Hauling some ATVs. That flatbed doesn't look quite level. Looks like the back is kind of twisted. But yeah, maybe I'll clip it like back over here. That's sealed. I can't get anything back there. I have clips up top here, but I don't think I have any way of actually attaching to that. I can get back here. There's a gap. No problem. there's also this thingy up top. I may be able to kind of pry that up a bit. Almost around the bypass for Tompkins Street. I haven't seen any yeah, there it is. My battery is charging. I haven't seen any like Saskatchewan Highway Patrol or RCMP today. The first 3 days of my trip, they were out in force, especially in Saskatchewan. From one border to the next, they were, all over the highway in Maple Creek. Yesterday, they were all over the highway around Woseley. And yesterday, in between Winnipeg and Brandon, they were either patrolling, sitting there with their radar guns in the median, or looking for someone. You can never tell what they're doing, right? The peace officers were out in Winnipeg and in Brandon looking for, or actually pulling over truckers, which they have a right to do, right? Sometimes they do roadside inspections. However, I believe the ones in Winnipeg weren't doing roadsides. They were more looking for speeding trucks. There's an intersection with traffic lights on the South Perimeter Highway in Winnipeg, kind of towards like Oak Bluff, and where Highway 2, Manitoba Highway 2, joins the perimeter in the south end there. And I see peace officers parked there all the time because the speed limit drops from 100 down to 80 by that little kind of, I don't know if it's an oil refinery or, it's not a refinery, there's no refinery, but like they take in tanks of oil like a transfer station and they put it on trucks and other stuff, or they do something to the oil, but it's not a very big facility. It's like a relay station. So they always sit there, and the trucks that don't slow down to 80 get, one of those. And I sit there and go, the speed limit signs are very clearly marked. Just, the only people that have a problem with trucks doing the speed limit are not truck drivers. Because they always say, the trucks are getting in the way. I got to get ahead of the truck because it's so slow. They're like, we're just following the rules of the road, right? Just because you don't want to follow the rules of the road doesn't mean we're doing something wrong. Good God, heaven forbid the trucks actually follow the rules of the road. You should expect that from professional drivers, not complain about it. Well, they paved some of the bridge transitions here. I'll give them a 3.5 out of 5. There are 5 transitions One is just as rough as it always has been. 3 are good, and 1 is okay. And now we're west of Regina. We just passed the Global Transportation Hub. It's right over there. Yeah, so when I get to Moose Jaw, I'm going to try and clip the camera onto my little back panel here. But I'm thinking I might try the front as well. Yeah, I gotta dig out my laptop and my camera. Now the laptop does have a built-in camera. I gotta get it set up on my Bluetooth. I need to disconnect my phone for that. So yeah, it should be good. Let's see, if I'm using my laptop to stream, then, well, if I use the laptop to stream, I connect to the Bluetooth on the truck, I won't be able to use the Bluetooth on my phone. You can only connect to one thing at once. But I could always play music on my phone just on the speaker. That's fine. I would love to have some music or some tunes or something, right? There goes a rental car from Alberta. I'm from Alberta, so when I see a license plate, I can tell you exactly what it is. It's either a rental car, which is very likely, or it's an Uber, which is very not likely. But remember, Uber vehicles are personally owned, so there's no reason why you can't be an Uber driver and drive across the country. You just won't be able to do it as an Uber driver, because cross-provincial commerce is regulated by the federal government. I don't think taxi drivers or for-hire drivers, Class 4 drivers, we'll put it that way. In Alberta, it's called Class 4. So Class 4 would be like a chauffeur's license. You can drive an ambulance, you can drive a very small bus, you can drive a taxi, you can drive an Uber, right? And those people don't generally cross provincial borders in the course of their employment, right? I think the moment you want to start crossing multiple provincial borders, you're going to step up to a Class 2, which is a bus driver, right? So with a Class 2, you can drive a city bus, you can drive a truck with more than 2 axles, so like a big coach, motorhome. You can drive one of those tour buses, you can drive a big school bus. Yeah. And that, the Class 2 license implies, has a lot of like structure for cross-provincial transport. Because, like, imagine you got like a junior hockey team, right? Or a baseball team, and you got the team bus, and you're responsible for driving the team bus. What if your game's in a different province? Well, now you're transporting goods and passengers across provincial lines. There are rules to be followed when you do that. But yeah, so the two things I'm going to do, I think I've decided. I'm going to put my HD camera up here somewhere. I'm going to try and clip it to the dash, to this thing. I don't know if it comes out. I know this comes out. So I'm going to try and pick that off and put the camera there. I just want to put the camera somewhere where it's not going to like bounce around and jiggle, because this is a big truck and I've got an oversized front axle, and you know, it rides okay, but it also kind of rides like a piece of heavy equipment, and the front end is so heavy. It doesn't drive like a normal rig. Like, it's close, like when you're driving around town, it feels more or less normal, but as soon as you get any sort of kinetic energy happening, you realize just how heavy the front end is. My steers weigh over 7 tons, and that's without anything attached to the truck. So, I have my fifth wheel slid a reasonable distance back. So when I get a heavy trailer, it really doesn't put more weight on the nose, because my fifth wheel is behind the center point of my back axles. So I gotta have it so the kingpin would be in between the center point and the back axle. So it's not over the back axle, and it's not ahead of the middle. Right? It's basically as far back, it's as close to the truck as I can get, without causing issues with weight. Right now, my lead trailer is completely empty, because I had the opportunity to go and pick up empty racks at a job site, but there was no one there, and I can't get to them myself, so that's a no-go. And then I thought about stopping by someone else's shop, same customer's shop, and picking up some empties that they brought in from another job site. Then I cleaned up most of them, but I had to leave some behind because they weren't empty yet. So they finished up, they took the empty racks, brought them to their shop so I could pick up there in time. And I was going to do that yesterday, but by the time I finished my last delivery, it was already 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I had to drive all the way back across town just to hook my 2 trailers together and have lunch. And it had been raining all day, and I was pooped, and I didn't get a good sleep. And there's a shit ton of construction near that customer's shop. And I just said, you know what? I don't have the time. They're fine in the yard. I'll come by another time. I don't even know how many empties they had. I know there was no one there, and I know the gate was open, so I could have gone and picked them up. But, you know, it would have added probably another hour to my day, and I was getting hungry. So I didn't actually get to sit down and have my beef dip until like just after 3. So yeah. Welcome to Pence. Come grow with us. It's an absolutely beautiful day. Beautiful day. trying to think of anything else I could mount the camera to. The dash is pretty devoid of things. None of that's gonna work. I have a gap there, sort of. Wouldn't really be a fan of like putting it on an angle. That's live, I think. That's my other problem with the Streamlabs OBS thing. I can't see shit on the screen. It's so small. So yeah, I want to get the stream going of what's outside the window. Because I've seen a couple of truck streamers on YouTube. And they've got some pretty nice footage. But one of them's not very talkative. Now, I wonder, $5 do we see a Saskatchewan Highway Patrol parked along here? There usually is a Saskatchewan Highway Patrol parked somewhere in between Regina and Moose Jaw. Oh, thank God. But yeah, I'll stay streaming while I fuck around with my shit. There's no reason for me to stop streaming there. I want to figure out a way for me to be able to stream more. Because when I get home after working all day, it's easy for me to like just start streaming. But I'm kind of lazy. So I also have the option to not stream. And yeah, I'm going to start kicking my own butt. I'm going to start streaming more. Oh, look at that. Crop duster. A tail dragger. That's cool. Yeah, I definitely want to show you guys what's going on outside the front window. Especially because when we get to Alberta, we may have some chalky weather. I just hope the air conditioning just keeps working. I like how my wife complains about me ripping armpits on a shirt. So I'm like, have you seen the size of my fucking arms? From doing this job, my arms are just gigantic now. Compared to anything else I've done. I have so much upper body strength. It does make me want to, you know, try and go to a gym and do some strength training. I think this is the strongest I've ever been. I got a hard hat. Really? There's another Saskatchewan mineral concern. strap works the way I want for my laptop, then I won't need like a laptop mount or something like that. I don't actually need or want to interact with my laptop while I'm streaming. Oh, you got your beacons on. Is that your beacon? Oh, no. Maybe? Looks like there's like a work truck driving down the highway with his beacons on. Alright, we're at Belle Plaine. We're getting close to Moose Jaw. Yeah, he's fucking healthy. Stopped in the town to take a pee. He's got his fucking work lights on. You're gonna get a ticket for that. But yeah, we're about 15 minutes away from the truck stop. I have a pee. I need some def. I need some diesel. And then maybe I'll stop in the front and grab some more beverages, because all I have is energy drinks. There's no one in the left lane at all. Where's this guy got his hat in my top? Now they're off. What's this guy doing? There's two things I don't like seeing when I'm driving down the highway. Brake lights in an unexpected location. And freaking hazard lights in the left lane. Like, why? I need to pee. I need to pee. Good God. I can see Moose Jaw on the horizon. Well, it's noon and I'm in Moose Jaw, so I won't be home till like 7, 8 o'clock. Yeah, there are two things that I'm going to need. I need a way to power my laptop. Oh, green pepper. Oh, God. Why am I so tired? That guy's hauling quad. That girl's got no pants on. It's now 28 degrees outside. This is a hot one. I'm starting to see some cloud in the very distant horizon. And apparently I really need to pee. And I want to get out of the truck. Hey, you driving so slow. Oh. Where are you going? Well, you're coming up on the highway with that thing, eh? A double drop deck, a low boy? Oh, man. Why am I struggling to stay awake? Roast Jaw, the friendly city. So, cruise control off. Up the hill we go. There you go, so slow. 97. Okay, well, he's not going as slow as I thought he was. I think he was doing like 80. I'm out of fuel. I'm out of depth. My bladder is full and my tanks are empty. So I need to fix that. But yeah, I think I was mentioning not too long ago that I got a new hard hat, and it's got a clip on the front for like a torch. It's got one on the front and then one on the side. go through the construction because they're replacing the bridges. That is Saskatchewan Highway 2. I know I mentioned Highway 2 earlier. I meant Manitoba Highway 2 that runs along the south end for like Source and stuff like that. This is Manitoba Highway 2. That goes north from Moose Jaw towards Saskatoon. Joins up with Highway 11, if I recall correctly. And they're replacing the two bridges over the Trans-Canada here in Moose Jaw. They did the first one a couple years ago. They started doing the second one very early this year. And what that means is, and they're also redoing the whole intersection. So they're moving all the off ramps and stuff, and giving you acceleration lanes and all sorts of good stuff, right? That means that I can't go under the bridge and exit to the right to go to Gasoline Alley. I have to take this exit before the bridge and go up the hill, turn right, and immediately turn left onto the service road. Holy shit, now that we're not going fast, my bladder is full. I will need to pee before I pull up to the pumps. So yeah, it looks like the new interchange will have a stop sign and a left turn up here, which is a little bit better than the overpass that we had before. I'm not sure if that's going to be permanent or temporary. But they put concrete barriers down, and little like concrete islands and stuff, so it looks like it could be permanent, right? Let's see. Starts July 20th. What does? Road work. Well, I think it's already here. Onto the service road we go. I'm probably going to pull off to the side, use my cart to go pee, and then pull up to the pumps, because I'm not going to be able to wait until after I'm done fueling. I wonder if the Flying J has food again. Last time I stopped in here at the Flying J, it was like the whole kitchen was closed. They didn't have any food. Didn't have any bathrooms. Kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. I have no reason to stop there unless it is to get food. Alright, what's this fifth wheel doing? Alright. I will need to park in front of the fifth wheel so I can go use the bathroom. What are you doing? I want to get behind you. You're backing up. Alright, I'm just going to pull up here. Go in and use the fucking... And that pump is all. Alright. I need my work phone. wallet, which is in my lunch kit, which ended up way down there. And I see my PetroPass card. Alright, I'll be back. Watch the truck. Whew. Actually, be hot outside. That is toasty. Alright. Let's go fill up a diesel first. Because it looks like the def pump that I want to pull up at is, yeah, of course, this is a great place for a Miata. what I mean? Alright. I gotta drive around. I get to drive around. So I can get death. I don't think this one works. The last guy. That's a full 45 there. Alright, Mr. Bobtail, what are you doing? Alright, pump 42. I am finally done with one of the slowest DEF pumps I've had to deal with in a long time. But at least it worked. I'm now full of fluids. So, alright. Go get some beverages. Toss these empties. And I'll be back to set up the second part of the stream. I have no idea if the chat actually said anything after I last looked at it. Now it's small. A company called Quick Trip. They don't want to stop smoking weed. Alright. That can go there. Alright. Oh, no, don't want that. This one. Alright. Get that AC cranked up. Fuck, is it hot? And it's humid. Alright. So now, I shouldn't need this anymore, but I'm going to put it in. Make sure it's charged. Okay. And now it's time for the fun stuff. I've always wanted to do this, I've just never done it. So, I need uno laptopo. Alright, that can go there. And there should be a strap. There's a strap. No, not better than that. There's a strap in the front. Okay, I can dug out the strap. That should be enough to keep the laptop in place. Let me move a couple things here. Put the strap down there for a second. Yeah. So battery box. It's held in place with some Zeus fasteners. Okay. That's fine. Right. Give me this thing. And I will. Is that not long enough? Is it attached to this? Okay. That strap doesn't actually do shit. Okay. That's fine. Okay. That's all good. And I need this. Before I turn that on, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put this. What are my options? Okay. That can go there. Now see, if I put this here, is that going to be good enough? Or is that just going to bounce around? If I do that, I can put something heavy on it. What do I got? I got my work phone. That would work. Put this over here for now. I'll put some weight on the back of it. That may work. Maybe. I don't really like that though. Now where would I put this? There goes Numpty Boy. See, now if I could put this back here, should be enough gap. Yeah. Now I do like that. To do that, I'm going to put this under here. Attach it to the other USB. There we go. Okay. Now, fire up the laptop. And change it to battery saver. Alright, right click, power and sleep settings. And power and battery. Power mode, best power efficiency. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Always use energy saver. Yeah, by limiting background. Perfect. So